All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise and glory to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shah Bahashim, Rakakwadash, and double honors unto the apostles and the elders, GMS, who rule well, teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers, and peace and blessings and salutation to the hopeful lake out there pushing his word and truth, and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shah Bahashim, Rakakwadash, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful elect, the believers, the listeners who have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. All right, and what I want to get into, with this lesson, going into how we should appreciate everything, man. Appreciate everything, and that's just a spirit I've been in, lately, with just appreciation, because we can find ourselves complaining about everything and not appreciate nothing, because Yahweh Bashim Al Shai is at work, man, and I found myself, more appreciative than ever, and just appreciative for the simple things, okay? Because as we die to this world, our expectations in this world, okay, they're done away with. The beloved brother Kaya out of GMS New Orleans, he made the point that he said, I don't have no expectations. Okay? And at the time I didn't fully understand it. Okay? But as time went on, I understand more what that brother mean. When you don't have no expectations in this world can't disappoint you. People can't disappoint you because you don't have any expectations for them. Okay? So there's no disappointment when there's no expectations of this world. You see? And that's what brings about a lot of complaining, when we become disappointed with expectations of this world. It can bring about, this complaining. Well, I don't have any expectation for this world. So really, me personally speaking, I don't have nothing to complain about. I got my daily bread. The Lord allowed me to have a few little simple pleasures, and above all, I appreciate my office, man. What the Lord has given me to do as an assignment, I appreciate it, man. It's just like someone that loves their job, that loves their work, that loves their career or their field. There's a certain dedication that's out of love. You see, someone that's just working to pay bills, and you can tell. Which in this society, it's most of us, man. We do what we got to do, but when it comes to the Lord, there's a appreciation. You see, and appreciation, and when someone's in love with what they do, it shows on another level. So as we mature in the faith, man, there's a level of appreciation that we should have for Yahweh Bashim Al Shai, and we should appreciate more. It should grow. Our faith should grow all the time. Our understanding should grow. Our appreciation should grow, man. Because our expectations are in Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. He's fulfilling everything, man. Because guess what? There's an inward peace, and people can't see, the inward peace that comes with Yahweh Shai. They don't see the inward growth. They don't see, the understanding, okay, within. There's certain things that, of course, spill over. Then there's certain things that people can't measure that's in us, man. Okay, of course, what's in us is spilled over. And then there's still things, intangible things that we grow in, that we get from Yahweh Shai that this world can't measure or comprehend. You see? So when you go here, and we have to appreciate those things, man. Because people chase things to where they can get that instant gratification. Okay? No, we begin to chase the inward peace that comes in Yahweh Shai. Philippians 4:6 said, be careful for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known unto the Most High. Now let's read this in the NLT, Philippians 4:6. Don't worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything. Tell the Most High what you need and thank Him for all He has done. Don't worry about anything, man. This world, wants us to be anxious about this and anxious about that. Nah, man, ain't nothing to be anxious about here, man. Okay? Place is over, man. You see, this ain't living. What the hell is it to be anxious about? Okay? Don't worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything, man. You talk to our power. You know, I know I've been praying a lot more, man. Just praying to, in the moment, man. Because you can feel, because Satan comes with his little attacks throughout the day, throw you off, man, and throw them prayers up, man. And the Lord give that instant relief. And if it's not instant, you just know it's on the way. He might want us to sit in this thing for a minute. Okay? He might but guess what? If we are the elect, everything working for our favor. It's all a refining process. It says, don't worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything. Tell the Most High what you need and thank Him for all He has done. And thank Him for all He has done. Okay? Be thankful for everything that He's doing. Because guess what I say? When you're complaining, you can't be complaining and appreciative at the same time. There's one or the other. Okay? And it's easy to get caught up in complaints, man. We can complain about everything. Okay? But then when you look at what the Lord doing, man, it outweighs. Appreciation begins to outweigh the complaints, man. You see? Being appreciative of what Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai is doing, man. Like, we're here, man. The Lord has granted us to be, have this understanding, to have faith, man. You know how rare it is to have a true understanding of this word, to have faith, to have fear in the higher power. I appreciate the Lord got us, we should appreciate that the Lord got us dead to this world. That we're overcoming in the spirit, man, that we're becoming joint heirs, man. We should appreciate that, man. It should be a level of appreciation that's off the charts, man, when it comes to Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai. Okay, this is the book of Psalms, chapter 84. All right, this is Psalms 84 and 10. It says, for a day in thy courts is better than 1,000. I had rather be a doorkeeper in the house of my power than to dwell in the tents of wickedness, man. It says, for a day in thy court is better than 1,000, man. And the Lord has allowed the elect to come into the inward courts, man. He's allowed the sons, okay, his men in these last days to come into the inner courts. Okay? The intimate setting of understanding and favor and grace comes with chastening too. And that's another thing. Appreciate the chastening, man. We need it. We need certain trials. We need certain things to happen, man, to keep us sharp in the spirit, man. Appreciate everything. The bitter. Appreciate the bitterness, man. Appreciate being the outcast. Appreciate being the underdog. Appreciate being not considered. Okay? Appreciate, when the Lord sits Satan on us, man, because He's trying us, man. He's trying to see where we at. It's an opportunity to see where we at. We can complain about, okay, yeah. All right, now what? You didn't complain, now what? Okay, you stated your complaint, now what? Okay, and most people that complain have no solutions to nothing. I remember I worked at the steel plant, man, and my supervisor, manager days, man. The people that complained the most had the least solution. Okay, but they can complain for hours. Okay, but you ask, okay, what should we do then? Because obviously, if you got this thorough complaint, you should have some type of solution to go with. And I said, I don't mind, the complaints and the, cool. But what's the suggestion with it? Because if you just got a complaint, all you did was just wreak havoc for nothing. You see? So we don't want to be in that spirit to where we just complaining about every goddamn thing, man. You see? Nah, man, appreciate it. Appreciate the trials. Appreciate the low points. Appreciate being broke sometime, man. Hey, broke. Sit your ass down and think. Meditate. Go for a walk. Go do some free shit. Okay? You see? Appreciate everything, man. Alright? So we gotta have this mindset for a day in our court is better than 1,000. I had rather be a doorkeeper because I just want to be on the scene with Yahweh Shai, man. I don't care nothing about rank or nothing. Long as, hey, Yahweh Shai can do, hey, he do this, I'm good, you know. You never got to speak to me in the kingdom, man. Yahweh Shai do this every time he see me. Hey, that's all I need. He said, you know, because I know one thing, we're not going to be disappointed with how the Lord going to reward, his men. And then just to see Yahweh Shai in his element, man, King of Kings, man, just to be, I can be way in the back, what they call the nosebleeds. And we there. I can go home to my family and get my perspective from the nosebleed. Yeah, he had this on. He pulled up in the. You see, he did this. He did. What I mean? Be in the nosebleed. I was in the scene. I was on the scene. You see, so nah, man. Hey, appreciate everything, man. The kingdom, man. We're gonna appreciate the kingdom, no matter what our rank is, no matter that ain't. The rank is necessary. Rank is for order. For efficiency. And that's necessary, man. Okay, but we're not caught up in that. And whatever rank we got, man, we're going to embody that rank, fulfill our office, man. We're going to appreciate it. You see? And it starts with now. We got to appreciate our office and, be in love with what the Lord has given us, man. The gifts he's given us, man. You see? So let's go from there. Let's go to Psalm 65. Let me go to the book of Psalm 65. Psalm 65 and 4. It says, "Blessed is the man whom thou choosest, and causest to approach unto thee, that he may dwell in thy courts." Okay, going back to the courts. "We shall be satisfied with the goodness of thy house, even the holy temple." Wait a minute, it said we shall be satisfied. You see, let's get this word satisfied, man. All right, in the Hebrew, the word is Shabbat. All right, which means to be satisfied, to be fulfilled. All right, to have access, to be fulfilled, to have one's field, to have desires satisfied, man. Okay, to have desires satisfied. You see, it says to have plenty. Because we already got it, man. Like now, even now, man, I look at it, man. I got abundance, man. It ain't about a dollar amount. It ain't about material things. No, I got abundance, man. Yahweh Shai, man. Yahweh Shai dealing. Plus the brotherhood, man. The Lord got me a decent situation, man. I can't complain about nothing, man. I'm satisfied, man. I can really, for the first time ever, I can say it's not nothing that I have to work for. Other than growing in my office, there's nothing else I have to work for, man. The Lord got it. Hey, I'm satisfied, man. I'm satisfied with what the Lord is doing. And then it creates a fire to keep growing, to keep serving, to keep building, to be more disciplined, to be more patient, to be more fervent, to be more thorough in the office that he's giving me. I appreciate the office. You see, like I say, I love my job. Okay, and everything that comes with it, because we built for it. You see, we built for this, man. We Israelites, we sons of God, man. We built for the extra, man. So, nah, man. I just want to get into that. It's on my spirit. So Lord will you, brothers. All right, and you feel so solidified once again. I want to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash, and double honors unto the apostles and the elders, GMS, who rule well, teach well, being great examples to those younger brothers. And peace and blessings, salutations, hopefully, shalom.